Now we're back in our teapots on surface model in Unreal Engine. In the default projects for an architectural model, a object called SunSky, which gives us time of day, and we can set latitude and longitude to actually represent where in the world we are. So in this tutorial I just want to explain a little bit further about that. So in the right hand side here in our world outliner, as you see, we've got our teapots on surface and we've got our SunSky. So I deleted all the other objects that came in as the default project. But this SunSky object, if we delete that, you'll see it goes very dark. That's because there's no lighting whatsoever in the scene at this point. So if we Control Z and go back, what we can do is edit SunSky. So if we open up the editor for the SunSky, I will bring that across here. You can see in Unreal Engine we have a similar sort of tool to what you would be familiar with in Rhino, Grasshopper. So you create a whole bunch of different nodes and you can add different pieces and control things. This is a default thing that's already set up, so what we can do here is just change the latitude and longitude. And in our particular project we were working on, we were basing ourselves in Cape Town in South Africa, and you'll see the latitude and longitude, it's already remembered from my previous project. But you can set that from wherever you happen to be in the world. Now if you want to set latitude and longitude, so in order to find a latitude and longitude, I find the easiest way is to go into Google Maps and find the area you're looking for. So for example, we're looking for Cape Town in South Africa. Here's a picture showing us Cape Town. Now, in our example earlier where I showed you Map Room, when we're trying to look for a latitude and longitude, we need to have that in the middle of the area we want. Somewhere around here in the middle of our scene, we can actually right-click in Google Maps and say, what's here? And as you will see, you get a latitude and longitude shown down here when it tells you what is that particular location. So that is a very quick and easy way to find the latitude and longitude of a place on Google Maps. So if we take that number, which is similar to the number I had before, because I slightly moved the position, and as I say, we can put that into here, latitude, longitude. Now we can also set the time zone, and that is relative to UTC. So in order to work out the time zone, if you don't already know it, we can just Google that, time zone Cape Town, and we'll see that is GMT +2. So when we are in our Unreal Engine, I've just changed that to +2. And you can see I can pick a date. So we've currently got 2019. Hey, let's make it current, and we'll go 2020, 10th month, and the 31st day. Now we can arrange the solar time, so we change the time, and it's going to change how the lighting looks. Another feature of note, if you're looking at the SunSky element, if you're in the scene and you zoom in to the actual object, you can see, if you don't go too far, you can see the compass rose, and that shows your orientation, so you can understand where the sun is coming from. And that's an important fact, obviously, in architectural rendering, to make sure that you have the compass rose aligned correctly so that you get the correct shadows for the time of day and the location. So as you can see, because we're in South Africa, we have the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. And our shadows, because we're currently showing as the morning, we've got our shadows coming from the sun over in the sky on the east. It's a nice sunrise morning.